So it finally happened. I filmed my first wedding. And here is 9 things I learned from it. As expected, there was a photographer and it was challenging. Let me explain that. He said all the right things at the beginning, how considerate he will be and how much he likes working alongside filmmakers. But then he would walk in front of my lens, he would even knock my tripod with his monopod. I'm not sure if I could have done anything to help the situation. Maybe communicate with him better, but maybe that's just the way he is. And maybe he felt that I'm in a way, but I honestly don't think that I was. Matt Johnson mentioned on his channel that it's a good idea to contact the photographer before the wedding, get the email address from the couple and just to say hello. It's a good way how to start a conversation and ultimately that will help on the day. Next time I'll do that. Don't get me wrong, there are positives in this situation. I watched what he was doing. Some wedding photographers direct the couple. They take them out for a walk, go by the trees or by the lake. That was quite helpful. I tagged along and I would film the couple while he was taking their pictures. Now obviously it's pointless just to film the couple being still and posing, but there are some nice moments to film in the middle of all that. I had to film at 4 different locations. Groom's house, bride's parents' house, that's where she was getting ready, church and the hotel. Now the church was just behind the parents' house, so that was just a walking distance. It was all going well, managing the transitions between the locations. But then after the service, everybody headed to the hotel and I wanted to be there first so I can film the couple walking in. But somehow they left the church so quickly that we ended up behind them. They got to the hotel first, but they did a loop around the car park and that gave me a chance to jump out by the hotel's front doors and wait for them there. My girlfriend parked the car and I filmed them walking in. Next time I'll go to the hotel straight after the ceremony, even if I have to miss some of the footage there. It was mostly stuff that I can afford to miss anyway. Also, 4 venues is quite a lot. I'll keep that in mind. I know, this one is quite obvious. You have to bring some food. Sandwiches, protein bars, bananas, all of it. And also, water, water, water. I bought like a 20-pack of small bottles and I left them in a car. I took some of them out and I had them with me. My girlfriend was like, no, don't take them, that's too many. We just take some empty bottles and fill them up. There was literally no chance to do that. I was so glad I decided to do all the exterior shots of the church beforehand. It was all the time lapses and gimbal shots. There was just no time on the day. We actually shot it a couple of weeks before the wedding day. The only slight worry was that the weather's gonna be different and it's not gonna look the same. But it was all good. Sun and the clouds looked pretty much identical. But next time I'll try to do it a day or 2 before, if possible. Another thing I did in advance was finding music. And this is something I will always and forever do before. It actually took me a couple of afternoons to find all the music I wanted. I needed a song for the prep, the reception, the evening. I also wanted a couple of backup songs, just in case they would fit the footage better. I didn't want to do it after the wedding, with all the footage just sitting there on my hard drive, looking at me like, are you gonna edit me? What? You gonna or not? You gonna do some? You gonna edit me or just no? You know, gonna? If you are using the Zhiyun Crane or any other gimbal that you can change the settings of on your phone, don't try to change them just before you want to film. I tried to change something, but the phone was really dark, the sun was shining, I couldn't see what I'm doing and I pressed the reset button by mistake. All the settings gone. I didn't have time to fix it until much later, so it took me longer to get the shots I wanted because I was so used to my own settings. Next time I'll just breathe and I'll go into shade. I wanted to interview some of the guests and the bridesmaids, get them to say something for the couple, something funny or some advice for the future. But nobody really wanted to do it. We only got a few people and just wasn't enough, so I didn't include it in a video. I was so confident we'll get lots of footage, I'll use some of it for the voiceovers, but maybe my setup wasn't right. I had the camera in front of a chair, I asked them to sit down, I had one LED light in front and one in the back for the hair light. Maybe next time I will approach the people, instead of asking them to come to me and sit down. Faster than anything I expected, mainly because it happened across 4 venues, with short gaps. You know how you go to a wedding and you just hang around for hours and hours with nothing to do? Well, that didn't happen. I kinda wish I had more time to film some details of the room and stuff like that. So I think it was a tough wedding to be my first one. I hope this was somehow helpful. If it was, maybe press the like button or even subscribe. It was definitely helpful to me to actually sit down like this and think about it all. Have a look at the video, I'll put the link down in the description. Tell me what you think and I'll see you in the next video.